Making traditional lasagna is too much work for a random weeknight. I'm gonna show you how to get the exact same result in a single bowl, using one pot without sacrificing any of the flavor. Let's start by cutting, peeling, and finally dicing 2 shallots. Then I'm gonna go in with a bit of oil in a pot over medium heat. Shallots go in and I run 2 garlic cloves through a press, because I'm too lazy to mince them right now. People online love to argue that a garlic press ruins the flavor, but when you're just trying to get dinner done, convenience wins every single time. If you agree with that, you should probably hit subscribe right now. I sweat them until they're fragrant, then I add the tomato paste. You actually have to cook the paste, not just stir it in. Let it hit the hot oil and darken for about a minute to cook out that raw, canned flavor. A hit of chili flakes, some black pepper, a bit of sugar, dried oregano, dried basil, and I roast all the spices for 1 more minute to wake them up. Time to add a splash of water and scrape the bottom. If anything got stuck on there, we want it in our sauce.
It's free real estate.
I add my mince, turn the heat up to medium-high and break it up into crumbs. I'm gonna let that cook down and actually get some color on it. And I'll blend a tin of tomatoes in the meantime. If you'd like to have a bit of bite in your soup, feel free to skip this step, but I want a smooth broth. I go in with the blended tomatoes, add water, and wipe down all the splashback on my stove. Tomato sauce has a personal vendetta against clean kitchens. Time to add the stock cube, and another wipe. Make sure to scrape down the walls of your pot, you don't want to leave any flavor behind. Once my pot comes to a boil, I break the lasagna noodles right on top. Feel free to break them as big or as small as you'd like. When they all safely make it in, I put the lid on, turn the heat down to medium-low and cook for about 17 minutes. While that's simmering, if you know someone who loves lasagna but hates doing the dishes, this is a great time to share this video with them. And since it's against the law to have lasagna without garlic bread, I'm gonna shove a garlic baguette in the oven while the soup finishes up. Now, the moment every lactose intolerant person has been waiting for. The cheese mixture. Instead of just dumping cheese into the pot where it will completely melt away and disappear, we're making a topping. To start, I get my parsley off the stem and chop it as finely as I can. Into a bowl that goes, along with Parmesan and shredded mozzarella. Ricotta is soon to follow to bind it all together, and I whisk everything. Nope, I stir everything with a spoon is what I meant to say. Now, I'm gonna take 2 basil leaves and do what's called a chiffonade with them. Basically, what you want to do is roll them up as tightly as possible and just cut through that with the tip of your knife. It looks fancy, but it takes about 3 seconds. That's what we're gonna finish with in a little bit. For now, let's take the baguette out of the oven and the soup off the heat. I'll pour in my milk and give it a final stir. Feel free to use heavy cream if you prefer, but if you want to stay in the low calorie range, skim milk is your friend. You just want to make sure the soup isn't boiling when you add it, otherwise the dairy might separate. It adds just that little bit of color and sweetness to cut through the acidity of the tomatoes. And just like that, our one pot wonder is done. Now all that's left to do is plate. Soup, a big scoop of that cheese mixture right in the middle, and a pinch of extra Parmesan, because if I ignore my lactose intolerance, it doesn't exist.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Baguette on the side, and finally the basil from earlier. In my humble, totally not biased opinion, I think it looks amazing. I can honestly say I've gotten very few things that looked as good as this in a restaurant. But then again, it's not like I've gone to very good restaurants. So, it looks good, but how does it taste? You get the acidity of the tomatoes right away, but it immediately gets smoothed out by the milk and the cold ricotta melting into the broth. The meat has that deep roasted flavor from scraping the pan earlier, and the shallots completely disappeared into the background, leaving just a hint of sweetness. And when you scoop all of that up with a piece of crispy garlic bread,
Oh my god! Wow!
Not even joking, it's kinda rocked my world. I genuinely wasn't expecting as good of a result as I got, and I was very pleasantly surprised. So, the soup definitely gets a
Yes! Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yes! Come on! Ah!
out of 10. Let me know in the comments what lazy comfort food I should make next. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you in a bit.